peaceful workplace, a non-hostile work environment, are those rights being violated by the WNBA? And at the very least, there's a portion of this that says maybe WNBA leadership should at least have to go sit in front of some people and answer some very uncomfortable questions. Lord knows I would love to see that. Because Kathy Engelbert and Adam Silver, it seems to be nothing to see here. Please.
Recent developments in professional women's basketball have sparked significant legal and ethical discussions regarding workplace treatment and civil rights protections. A comprehensive analysis published by the Wall Street Journal has raised serious questions about whether fundamental rights are being compromised within the WNBA structure. The publication, known for its diverse readership spanning various political perspectives, has presented a compelling argument suggesting that basic workplace protections may be under threat. The core issue centers on whether an employee's right to operate in a safe, non-threatening professional environment is being systematically undermined through organizational negligence. The situation has prompted calls for league executives to face formal questioning regarding their handling of these circumstances.
Because Kathy Engelbert and Adam Silver, it seems to be nothing to see here. Please move along. Now, I've seen a lot of fans just come out and say, hey, they're assaulting her, it's battery, yada, yada, yada. And the WNBA has turned a blind eye to this treatment. So let's check this out right here. This is by Sean McLean. Now, it talks about the fact that Caitlin Clark has basically done for the WNBA what Michael Jordan did for the NBA, right?
Current leadership appears to maintain a dismissive stance, suggesting no significant problems exist within the organization's operational framework. Multiple observers have characterized certain on-court incidents as crossing boundaries beyond acceptable competitive play, with league officials consistently failing to address these concerns adequately. The documented pattern of behavior has drawn comparisons to situations that typically warrant legal intervention. A detailed examination by journalist Sean McLean highlights how a particular player has generated unprecedented value for the organization.
The NBA, right? Instead of protecting its transformative star, the league's leadership ignores the relentless targeting of Miss Clark, treating its greatest asset as if she were a PR headache. That approach could turn into legal liability for the WNBA. Okay, well, get this. Get this. We're watching this play out. Caitlin Clark's been hurt. We're watching in front of...
Current evidence suggests a stark contrast in competitive environments. When this key player is absent from games, the overall intensity and aggressive tactics employed by opposing teams noticeably decrease. The difference in treatment becomes particularly evident when examining game footage and statistical analysis of player interactions during these periods. The economic impact cannot be understated. League viewership has experienced remarkable growth, with subscription rates climbing by 366%.
Watching this play out. Caitlin Clark's been hurt. We're watching in front of our very eyes how differently these teams are treating the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark on the court. I mean, let's just be real. It's been much different. The level of physicality has very obviously ratcheted down. It's been tame, downright tame. We want to talk about Caitlin Clark's performance. What would her performances be like if it was just basketball games?
Digital platform engagement has surged by 613%, while merchandise revenue has increased by 601%.
Performances be like if it was just basketball games. Everybody's bragging about this 5-game winning streak. It is great. But Caitlin Clark doesn't get to play under these circumstances, where these girls are just going out there and playing basketball. That doesn't get to happen for her. It goes on to talk about what she's done to viewership, league subscriptions, 366%. Engagement.
They get away with things others don't. 3 separate injuries have resulted in missed games, totaling 10 contests plus the All-Star event. During these absences, television ratings dropped by 55%, demonstrating the direct correlation between player participation and league success.
66%. Engagement on app, 613%. Merchandise sales, 601%. Yet she routinely faces intentional hits, excessive fouling, and uncalled abuse while referees look away. Teammate Sophie Cunningham said what fans already know, quote, "The star player of the league is not being protected." Interesting, because you do realize if they call in leadership to ask questions.
These circumstances extend beyond poor judgment calls into dangerous territory. The player faces unexpected contact and aerial collisions that would trigger automatic reviews in other professional leagues. Medical experts warn that a single severe incident could result in permanent career-ending damage. Previous incidents have come dangerously close to causing serious injury, including potential vision loss. The organizational environment has created what legal experts classify as a hostile workplace through systematic targeting, excessive physical contact, and derogatory comments from competitors and team ownership.
Interesting, because you do realize if they call in leadership to ask questions of, they're going to call in some players too. She'd be an interesting one to call in and just have her give her opinion. Ms. Clark herself noted, quote, "Everybody is physical with me. They get away with things others don't. 3 injuries have sidelined her for 10 games and the All-Star game. Ratings plummeted 55%. It goes on to talk about the fact that Asia Wilson.
These incidents are not isolated occurrences but documented, ongoing patterns that officials consistently ignore. The disparity in treatment standards invite serious legal scrutiny, particularly given that no player has faced suspension for flagrant violations against this individual. Legal precedent supports potential civil rights claims. The Supreme Court's 1993 Harris v. Forklift Systems decision established criteria for hostile work environments involving severe and pervasive conduct that alters working conditions. Statistical disparities of this magnitude typically prompt federal investigations and civil litigation.
Said that these kind of things, she said that race is, quote, "a huge thing," and it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is. Under civil rights law, race-motivated patterns trigger scrutiny even without explicit discriminatory intent. Systematic missed calls include viral replays of Clark being fouled multiple.
The 1981 Texas Department of Community Affairs versus Burdine case outlined disparate treatment standards under Title VII of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, allowing employees to claim unfavorable treatment based on protected characteristics. Such claims warrant investigation without requiring proof of direct discriminatory intent, shifting the burden to employers to demonstrate non-discriminatory motives. Team ownership has contributed to the problematic environment through public statements. Mystics owner Sheila Johnson's comments regarding award recognition and her suggestion that multiple athletes should share honors demonstrate the jealousy and resentment that pervades the league culture. Dick Vitaler characterized the exclusion from the 2024 Olympic roster as pure jealousy, highlighting how personal animosity influences professional decisions that should be merit-based.
Teed up. You're out of here. That referee must have been scared to death as Brittany Griner is towering over her, reaching out with her long neck and getting all in her face. But let's start with Kahleah Copper. If you guys missed what Kahleah Copper had to say in the postgame, let's take a listen, shall we? Excuse me, folks. I'm sorry.
The current federal administration has demonstrated willingness to intervene in sports-related civil rights issues.
Excuse me, folks. My bad. That was the wrong audio. I mean, it sounds similar, but that was the wrong audio. Let's hear what Kahleah Copper had to say. My apologies once again.
I think she handled it well. I don't understand, like she's a legend and just all the things that she's done for the league.
Stop. What has DeWanna Bonner done for this league? That's a genuine question. Let me know in the comments section below. What has DeWanna Bonner done for this league prior to
The Department of Labor should examine league protocols regarding workplace safety standards. If evidence confirms discrimination or retaliation, the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division possesses authority to pursue enforcement actions. Should leadership continue avoiding responsibility, Congress should reconsider the WNBA's special legal protections, including antitrust exemptions and broadcast privileges. Professional sports organizations regard threats to these protections as existential concerns that typically prompt immediate compliance efforts.
Prior to 2023, no casual fan, probably still no casual fan, has any idea who DeWanna Bonner is, couldn't pick her out of a lineup, other than teach these new players how to fleece an organization, how to rob an organization blind, how to quit on your team. Other than those three things, what has DeWanna Bonner done for this league? Genuine questions. I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded. Let me know in the comment section. I'm not.
Similar dynamics explain why other league commissioners maintain positive relationships with political leadership, recognizing that regulatory challenges could fundamentally alter their operational advantages. The situation presents an opportunity to examine leadership accountability at the highest levels of professional sports. The contrast between player treatment during participation versus absence provides compelling evidence of
open-minded. I'm open-minded. Let me know in the comment section. I'm not saying she hasn't been in the league a long time, but throughout that time, what has she really done to elevate the league? She ain't Diana Taurasi. She ain't Maya Moore. She ain't Candace Parker. She ain't Brianna. So what has she really? Moving on.
And just the disrespect, I can't get down with it. They booed her. She didn't say a word to the.
That's a lie. DeWanna Bonner definitely said a word. Don't worry, Kalia Copper. We brought the receipts.
Crowd.
The combination of economic benefits generated and simultaneous workplace hostility creates a compelling case for external intervention and comprehensive reform measures. The precedent established through this situation will likely influence how professional sports leagues address similar issues in the future, making the outcome significant beyond the immediate circumstances involved. Recent developments in women's basketball have sparked significant controversy following incidents involving several prominent players. While key figures DeWanna Bonner and Alyssa Thomas remained absent from post-game media obligations, teammate Kalia Copper faced reporters alone to address the hostile reception Bonner received from Indiana Fever supporters.
We brought the receipts.
The crowd. People talk some trash to her, but we had her back.
What? I'm doing a lot of pausing here. Kalia Copper, how'd you guys have her back? If you guys come in and get ran off the court, how'd you have her back? If you come in and you lose the game, how'd you have her back? If Satu Sabali shoots 3 for 14, how did you guys have her back? You guys came out in the first quarter on a mission, and then you proceeded to fall apart mentally.
Meanwhile, Brittany Griner's confrontational behavior resulted in her ejection from a contest against the Atlanta Dream after an aggressive encounter with officials. During the post-game press conference, Copper was compelled to defend her teammate following intense criticism from the crowd. Bonner endured sustained negative reactions from spectators throughout the evening, while Griner's volatile temperament culminated in a heated exchange with referees that required intervention from coaching staff to prevent further escalation. Despite attempts by an assistant coach to physically restrain her, contact occurred with the official, leading to immediate ejection from the venue.
On a mission, and then you proceeded to fall apart. Mentally, this Phoenix Mercury team fell apart. You know, the boos were only meant for DeWanna Bonner. I mean, if booing one player causes the whole team to fall apart, hey, Indiana Fever, we should just start booing everybody in this league. Seriously.
But it's just very distasteful for what their fan base is doing.
Damn.
As far as when it comes to DB, because it's like she's just the sweetest soul. And the situation didn't work for her, and that's just not.
The referee appeared visibly shaken as Griner loomed overhead, extending her lengthy frame while expressing displeasure at close range. Copper's post-game remarks revealed her perspective on the situation. She expressed confusion regarding the treatment of a veteran player, emphasizing Bonner's lengthy tenure and contributions to professional women's basketball. However, questions arise about Bonner's actual impact on the sport's growth and popularity.
Not what she wanted or whatever, but it's just, we don't need all of that. It's just unnecessary.
Cry me a river, cry me, cry me. Cry me a river, cry me, cry me. Cry me a river, cry me, cry me. Kalia Copper, you know that she quit on the team, right? You know that she quit on the team. She quit. She's a quitter. Money that we could have used on a free agent.
Prior to recent seasons, few casual observers could identify Bonner among league participants. Her primary teachings to younger players appear limited to organizational manipulation tactics, financial exploitation methods, and abandonment strategies when facing adversity. Bonner's legacy differs significantly from legendary figures like Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, Candace Parker, or other transformative athletes. Her actual contributions to league advancement remain questionable, despite Copper's assertions about her veteran status and supposed legendary reputation.
She's a quitter. Money that we could have used on a free agent that actually has mental fortitude, that's mentally strong, not mentally weak. We could have went out and signed them to help us actually turn this team into a winning team, try to help us build toward the future. Instead, DeWanna Bonner and Stephanie White talked to each other in a dark room and said, yeah, I'll get you over here to Indy. DeWanna Bonner comes in, takes the money, gets replaced by Alexi Hall.
Copper characterized the crowd's behavior as disrespectful, claiming Bonner remained silent throughout the hostile reception. However, video evidence contradicts this narrative, revealing clear instances of verbal exchanges between players and spectators.